Grace is not like me. Grace is not of the mind. It does not stand to reason or to logic. It is stronger than words on paper, thoughts on minds, or ideas on lips. Thus it cannot be defined by things such as these. Yet we believe it exists. It makes little sense when considered or pondered, yet it is wholly perfect. It is hard to evidence or prove, yet it lives. Grace is alive. Grace is not of the mind, because grace is of the soul. Its truth is buried deep within us, woven into our very being, and if you listen, you can hear it. It is the tempo of creation, the rhythm of the world. It sets the beat to the heart and guides the spirit home. Grace is hope. Grace is lavished upon God's people, poured out like honey or sap. No vessel can contain it, yet it is contained within us. When grace flows into us, it cannot stay put, but multiplies and oozes from our pores, our eyes, our ears, our mouths. Our lips are anointed with the runoff from our souls. All we say, all we do, all we touch matters because grace matters, because grace is alive. Grace is hope. Grace is vital. And grace is not easy. It is often the last thing we want, but the first thing we need. You can't escape grace. Yet at times it feels like you might. Like you're distant. Like you're broken. Like you're done. But grace is not like me. Grace does not stay silent, because grace is love. Grace is the nail-marked hand that lifts you up from the dark parts of life, the spear-stabbed side that stands with you when no one else will, the torn thorn head that thinks about you daily. Grace is strength when you have none. Grace is a measure of your worth, not in likes or follows or retweets, but in pain, because grace is forged when the world turns black. When the face-turned father weeps, and the tears from his eyes and the blood from his son meet and water the earth. It's in this place of death, isolation, fear, pain and abandonment, fired up by the pressure of agony, grace erupts. Because grace is alive, grace is hope, grace is strength, grace is vital, grace is power. Grace is the glue that holds shattered lives in place, the liquid gold encasing a broken world. It bonds, it builds, it mends, it saves, not merely transforming, but renewing and restoring. It mends the relationship between us and our Creator who made it all, and it wants you to reach out and to hold it and to touch it and to grab it and make it yours, because grace is ours. Grace is power. Grace is strength. Grace is love. Grace is vital. Grace is hope. Grace is alive. Grace is passion. Grace is joy. Grace is forgiveness. Grace is excellence. Grace is victory. Grace is suitable for vegans. Grace is grace. And grace is not like me. And that is why I need it.